Hello there, Commanders, this is the Killer from Realm and welcome to a very special episode of the Planetary Annihilation Alpha. As you can see, I deleted my commander and you can see the nice explosion. Why did I delete my commander, you ask? Well, because I'm spectating and commentating on the match this time. And to be able to do that, I deleted my commander, since there's no proper spectating mode yet. The match I'm spectating is between MushroomMars, who's located over here, and Colacolin. Colacolin is a moderator on the Planetary Annihilation forums, and he told me that he was in the top 10 for Forge Alliance, Supreme Planner Forge Alliance, so he's a decent player. We have to assume. We can see him building here. We follow a special set of rules here, since the game isn't finished yet. You can build these metal extractors anywhere you want, but in the end, when the game's finished, you can only build them on these metal spots. So we're already doing that. You can only build metal extractors on metal spots. There's also a way to stack buildings. Obviously, that's against the rules, so you aren't allowed to stack buildings. The third and last rule is that you're only allowed to build one wall per defense tower. This is put in place because walls forcefully attract the firing of enemy units. So if you spam a lot of walls, the enemy can never actually hit the desired targets. So as you can see here, MushroomMars is building his base here. He has a factory up, and he's immediately spamming engineers to start claiming all these metal spots in the area. In the meantime, we're going to zoom out and find Colacolin. This is one of the AI players, that's not important. We have found Colacolin over here. They seem to be at quite a distance from each other, so this is going to be a mid to late game match. He's started working on his second vehicle factory, but he stopped building that probably because he doesn't have enough economy to support it yet. As you can see, he's immediately running his engineers to this spot over here to start claiming these metal spots, and his commander is working on his power. If I were to compare the starting locations, I'd say that for Colacolin his metal spots are pretty far out. The same seems to be the case for MushroomMars. He has a lot of metal spots over here in the middle, so I expect him to expand his base in that direction. He currently has 2 engineers and he's building even more engineers, and Colacolin is building some tanks now, so perhaps he's going to rush. I have no idea to actually see the orders, the commands Colacolin gives, so I can only guess at what he's going to do. But I'll try to describe it to you as good as I can. In the meantime, I can make really nice pictures like this of his factories working. Imagine this is like pre-alpha right now, so it's all very sluggish right now, but still, this already looks quite good for like an RTS game. RTS games usually aren't really known for their splashy graphics. Well, the latest RTS games are quite good, but still. So Colacolin here has started building some tanks, probably to support his expansion towards the mountains here, where a lot of metal spots are. I have no clue whether or not the planet generates more metal points in different biomes, but we'll see. Right now they seem quite randomly placed, but there seems to be a large strip of metal spots here, so I think a lot of the fighting is going to be about that. MushroomMars has started working on his second vehicle factory right now as well, and Colacolin is building his third one already, and he's making tanks with his first 2, so he's very tank spam happy. Well, you're going to need, especially on Terran planets like this, with large open spaces, your tanks are very valuable, more valuable than defenses, because it's very hard to defend such a large region with just static towers. You're going to need a mobile force like tanks, even though they are weaker than defense towers. Colacolin built some air here. This is interesting because... oh, I was wrong. MushroomMars built some air. An air factory here, which is interesting because Colacolin doesn't have any anti-air at all. He's making tanks, these little ant tanks. Right now, ant tanks are actually able to shoot at aircraft. I don't know if that's supposed to happen in the final game. I would think not. And they can shoot at aircraft, because if you look at it closely here, you can see that his barrel just points away from the curvature of the Earth. So if an airplane comes flying at this tank, you'll be able to shoot at him. The same is true for the Tech 2 version of this tank, the Leveler. So right now, the tanks that you think aren't supposed to shoot aircraft can. As you can see, both players are expanding and working quite hard on their economy, using the commander to primarily build power plants and using the engineers spreading out in every direction to build metal extractors. MushroomMars is on his way to Tech 2 here. This is quite an early Tech 2 push, so we'll see how it works out for him. The jump from Tech 1 to Tech 2 is quite big. A factory like this takes a lot of resources to run and also build. And Colacolin over here is going for more Tech 1 factories. He's probably going to work on an attack. He has his Tech 1 air factory over here, which is making air scouts now, so he's probably going to look for MushroomMars. I don't think they've found each other yet. And there is a way you can see stuff being built. If you press F11 on your keyboard, you can spot all the locations. This is not within gentleman rules. It's just a bit lame to be able to spot each other like this. This is because this F11 brings up the pathfinding map. As you can see, buildings have this huge red square beneath them, which means tanks can't go through them. But the buildings of the enemy that you didn't scout yet also show up. So right now you'll be able to see what everyone built everywhere by pressing F11. I'd say this doesn't fit within gentleman rules because, well, it takes away scouting, which is a major part of RTS games. And right now both players seem to be quite oblivious of each other. I'd say Colacolin has a bigger economy. It's hard to say, because these metal points are quite spread out. But he's running a lot of factories here. So you could say that MushroomMars is putting most of his economy in his Tech 2 factory here, and Colacolin is going for a Tech 1 spam, and we'll see what will work out. I mean, having a lot of tanks is nice, but if they aren't shooting at anything, they are kind of a metal waste. I mean, tanks are supposed to shoot at stuff. So Colacolin has scouted out MushroomMars' position here with his air scout, and the air scout probably got shot down too. But I'm not sure if MushroomMars is aware of Colacolin's position. He's making some Tech 1 anti-air fighters. He's probably worried about bombers, and you should. Bombers are quite good, especially to take out these far away metal points. And Colacolin is just sending his tanks out to secure more and more metal spots. So this game is really going to push into the mid and the end game. So no early rushes, no commander rush, they were too far away from each other. It seems like Colacolin is going for the attack here, so we're going to follow that attack. This will be fun. You can see his tank spam, Tech 1 tank spam, approaching MushroomMars' base here, and MushroomMars has some units. His army is over here, so you can see Colacolin's tanks driving there on the horizon, coming towards here. I wonder when MushroomMars is going to respond, whether or not he spotted them yet. Oh no, Colacolin isn't going for his base. Alright, I misjudged then. He's just securing more metal spots right now, with quite a large tank army. Game is freezing for a bit. The game is still very early alpha, so actually it's a bit silly that we're doing this. This all spectating and commentating on the match, but still, it might be fun for people to watch, to see the people that are actually know what they're doing, like Colacolin over here playing match. Both players have a lot of factories. You want to build a lot of factories in a game, in games like this, like Planetary Annihilation, Total Annihilation, Supreme Commander. You want to have a lot of factories. It's not like Command & Conquer where you have like 2 or 3 factories and you can build most of your stuff with that. You really want to have a lot of factories in a game like this. MushroomMars has started making levelers now. These are the Tech 2 tanks I was talking about earlier. They are quite powerful. He's also working on Tech 2 economy now. So let's see what's going to happen. Colacolin is also working on his Tech 2 factory now. He probably spotted that MushroomMars has a Tech 2 factory, so he's rushing to get Tech 2 as well. I wonder what he's going to do with that. He's going to make Tech 2 engineers to make to jump to his Tech 2 economy, or is he going to make some Tech 2 tanks first? And it's engineers it is, so he's working more and more on his economy whilst relying on his Tech 1 army to defend his position. As you can see, he's spreading out in every direction to claim all the metal spots available. And sending tank armies to defend stuff. Actually, the players are now meeting each other on the long end. I mean, this is the... Let's see, wait. This is the shortest route between them, but they're now expanding in such a way that they meet each other at the other end of the planet. So here's where the whole sphere combat comes in place. You can go in every direction to each other's base. It can get quite messy at times. Oh, we've probably missed that some of his Tech 1 metal extractors have been killed here. And he's also harassing more with these tanks over here. So it's really a land grab kind of game, which is fun. I like land grab games. MushroomMars is currently working on his Tech 2 economy over here. Wonder what his plan is really. He's making more tanks. All of his tanks are over here, which is going to end badly for him because Colacolin is attacking a bit over here with Tech 1 army, but let's see. It's the main... Oh! Look at here, battle. MushroomMars is trying to kill some of the Colacolin's metal extractors over here, but he's running into a superior tank force now. And Colacolin is running in for the kill. So there might be a lot of these minor skirmishes going on this planet, and bear in mind this is just one planet, and when PA is finished there will be multiple planets, so I imagine battles like this raging across a solar system can get quite hectic. This is why Uber promised that you'll be able to control one player, like one commander and his army, with multiple actual players, so you and two of your friends could be controlling an army like this. So you could, like divide the planets. Let's say Colacolin is working on this planet, and I, in the same white army, sharing the same economy and units, focus on a different planet, or let's say this moon over here. Right now you can't go to the moon yet, and as you can see there's a bug here, and we've got tanks floating in space now. Well, they aren't really in space, but they should be on the planet, and they're, for some reason they are shown here as well. So that's a bit odd. Well, it's still alpha. We've got MushroomMars becoming more and more aggressive with Tech 1 units. He's saving up his Tech 2 units for a bit. And Colacolin has spread out quite a lot, and has made more Tech 2 factories. So he's going to focus more. He's going to focus on building a Tech 2 army now. As you can see, he's building a lot of levelers, which are the Tech 2 tanks. And he's gathering his army over here in the mountains, since that's the shortest route between MushroomMars over here and Colacolin over here. There's still a lot of unclaimed metal spots over here, which are defended by a really small army of Colacolin. Colacolin is harassing MushroomMars on the other side of the planet. So there's two small battles going on here. We've got MushroomMars with an army here. Colacolin is attacking MushroomMars on multiple fronts now. He's moving in this army towards probably the backside of MushroomMars' base, whilst attacking him in the front with a different army. This is a very effective tactic in large-scale RTS like this. Try to divide the enemy's attention by attacking him on multiple fronts. For instance, MushroomMars might see this tank army over here and decide to destroy it with this and watch it being destroyed, whilst Colacolin is attacking him from the back. Wait, where did that army go? Oh, it's standing over here. It's really hard to see what the players are thinking of if I can't see their perspective. As you can see, MushroomMars' army is far superior on this spot, but that doesn't really mean much if Colacolin has overall more stuff. He's really spamming Tech 2 factories now, making Tech 2 interceptors, I believe. Yeah, it's Tech 2 interceptors, and a lot of levelers and other nice little tanks. So currently I'd say that Colacolin is ahead in the match, even though MushroomMars has a very strong army over here. But let's see what he does with them. Can he actually pass her? Yeah, there's this small passage where he could go through, straight into Colacolin's main production area. So Colacolin currently has more factories, but on a threat level, MushroomMars here is stronger. So we'll see what will happen with that. Yeah, Colacolin spotted MushroomMars' army over here. Is now going to regroup his tanks to put up a defense against this. This is quite a strong army. A lot of cannon fodder and some Tech 2 levelers. These levelers can absolutely wreck bases, so we're going to see what's going to happen with that. So he's reached the outskirts of Colacolin's base now. And attacking with he's grouped this is the majority of MushroomMars' army, so I wonder if he's going to press on here. If he's smart, he will. Let's take a quick look at the rest of the planet to see if we're not missing some other interesting events. Yeah, he's attacking over here as well, in the backside of the base. Oh, Colacolin is going for a counterattack for his commander. That's why MushroomMars stopped. Look at this. This is where the bulk of Colacolin's army is, near MushroomMars' commander, and they're going for the kill. So good idea, always keep an eye on your commander. The win goes to Colacolin, and MushroomMars is second. Well, thanks for watching. If you want to have more commentary fits, please like and subscribe our channel, because I think this is a fun thing to do, really commentate on matches like this, although it's very hard to get to actually see what everything that's going on a spherical planet. Can't really, like a Supreme Commander, zoom out and see the entire map. You have to turn it around quite a lot. But anyway, this was the Killer from Realm. Thanks for watching.